Psalm 6:10. Shema Adonai techinati, Adonai tefillati yikach. So verse 10, I think, here is continuing this ground clause for why the enemies should depart from David in verse 8. So we saw in verse 8, for the Lord has heard the sound of my weeping, and then here we get more reasons why the Lord has heard. So there's our call perfect third masculine singular of Shema, very common verb there. The Lord here serving as the subject has heard. What has he heard? My, there's that one CS pronominal suffix, and then techina. Now, right now you get the at on here, and the reason for that is because this is a feminine singular noun, techina, and when we add those suffixes to it, you get that tav that drops in there. So this would be my plea for mercy, or my pleading in general. Now, you might see chet, noon, and if we see this dagesh as another noon, you might see something related to the verbal root chanan, to have favor or to have mercy. But here in this case, with that tav preformative making it a noun, we're getting this to be the plea for mercy or the pleading. So why should the enemies depart? Because the Lord has heard my plea for mercy. Next, we get the Lord here fronted. So a little bit of an interesting structure here. You can see the parallelism, but then this one is interesting coming back this way with the verbs. But here we have the Lord fronted. The Lord, my prayer, he has taken. Now, you might notice this verb as lakach. And again, remember that one lamed lakach. This is only the verb that does this. It behaves like a one noon. And so that lamed is this dagesh forte right here. Essentially, it's a good way to think about it. But we're basically looking at a call perfect third masculine singular. And the verb, normally we think of it as to take or to receive. But in this case, when we're talking about a prayer, the idea that Halot gives us is to accept. And so the Lord has accepted my prayer.